Good morning all my dear students. Today we are going to start our new topic in history, that is what books and burials tells us. Children, as we all know that India is a very vast country and it has a vast culture and traditions that indicates about ancient traditions of Indian history. Let's discuss them in detail. One of the oldest books. There are four Vedas in Indian history, that is Rig Veda, Sam Veda, Yajur Veda and Atharva Veda. You may have heard about these Vedas, right? These Vedas includes more than 1,000 hymns called Sukta or well said. These hymns are in praise of various gods and goddesses. The oldest Veda is the Rig Veda, composed about 3,500 years ago. The books we use are written and printed. The Rig Veda was recited and heard rather than read. It was written down several centuries after it was first composed and printed less than 200 years ago. Sanskrit and other languages. Sanskrit is a part of a family of languages known as Indo-European. Some Indian languages such as Assamese, Gujarati, Hindi, Kashmiri and Sindhi, Asian languages such as Persian and many European languages such as English, French, German, Greek, Italian and Spanish belong to this family. They are called a family because they originally had words in common. For example, take the words Matra in Sanskrit, Ma in Hindi and Mother in English. How historians study Rig Veda? Historians like archaeologists find out about the past, but in addition to material remains, they examine written sources as well. Let us see how they study the Rig Veda. Some of the hymns in the Rig Veda are in the form of dialogues. This is part of one such hymn, a dialogue between a sage named between a sage Vishwamitra and two rivers that were worshipped as goddess. Now we will talk about the cattle, horses and chariots. There are many prayers in the Rig Veda for cattle, children and horses. Horses were yoked to the chariot that were used in the battles, which were fought to capture the cattle. Battles were also fought for land, which was important for pasture and for growing hardy crops that ripened quickly, such as barley. Some battles were fought for water and to capture people. Some of the wealth that was obtained was kept by the leaders. Some was given to the priests and rest was given amongst the people. Some wealth was used for the performance of yajnas or sacrifices in which offerings were made into the fire. These were meant for gods and goddesses. Offerings could include ghee, grain and in some cases animals. Most men took part in the wars and there was no regular army. Yes, there was no regular army, but there were assemblies where people met and discussed matters of war and peace. They also chose leaders who were often brave and skillful warriors. Words to describe people. There are several ways of describing people in terms of the work they do. There are two groups who described in terms of their work. The priests are called Brahmins, who perform various rituals, and Rajas. The language they speak, the place they belong to, their family, their communities, and culture practices. Let us see some of the words used to describe people found in Rig Veda. Two words were used to describe the people or the community as a whole. One was the Jana, which we still use in Hindi and the other languages, and other was Purujana or Vish. These Rajas were not like the ones you will be learning about later. They did not have capital cities, palaces or armies, nor did they collected taxes. Generally, sons did not automatically succeed fathers as Rajas. Inam Gaon and its burials. Children, Inam Gaon is a post-Harappan agrarian village and archaeological site located in Maharashtra, Western India, situated along the right bank of the Ghod River. It is considered to be the regional center of the Bhima Valley. It was occupied between 3600 and 2700 years ago. Here, adults were generally buried in the ground, laid out straight with the head towards the north. Sometimes burials were within the houses. Vessels that probably contained food and water were placed with the dead. This village is located approximately 89 kilometers to the east of the city of Pune. The region situated within the lower reaches of the Ghod is characterized by Cretaceous Yukon Deccan Trap basalt. And archaeologists also have found seeds of wheat, barley, rice, pulses, millets, peas and sesame, bones of a number of animals, many bearing cut marks that show that they may have been used as food have also been found. There is evidence that fruits such as ber, amla, jamun, dates and a variety of berries were collected. So children, all these ancient Vedas and books indicates our different culture, rituals and customs that were used in ancient times. That's all for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you everyone.